Hey yo, what's going on guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a review on a drone. This is a mini drone. Um, it is by a company called Red5. I've never used from them before. And it's their nano drone. Yeah, so this one I guess is trying to look like a mini Phantom or something similar to that. Which I guess it does if you put on these legs. So yeah, you get with the drone itself, the controller, a LiPo battery that's 3.7 volts, one USB cable, an instruction manual, 4 blades and 4 landing skids. The blades and the landing skids, I lost the bag that they're in, so I can't show those. But yeah, I can show you everything else. So yeah, that's the box. It comes like with the drone in this area and the controllers on this side. I do like that they put them beside each other because it's more flat. Like the box in general is more flat. But yeah. So now I'm going to talk about the drone. It has some really cool features which I like. So first of all, we're just going to go over the USB. It's just a typical USB. I have 2 of these now from other drones that I own. It works pretty good. It says it only uses 1 amp, like to not go higher than 1 amp, but my portable charger does 2 amps, like it outputs 2 amps. So, you know, this totally worked. So I don't know if it's gonna not last as long, but you know, for me it worked good. Put that to the side. One of the other extras you get is something they call the drone code. Which is basically just something to kind of teach you ish about like different little laws. You know, like don't fly near airfields or airports or anything like that. Remember to stay below 400 feet, which is 120 meters. Observe your drone at all times, you know, which basically is saying like stay away from people or property. Like this is just a micro drone. I honestly fly this indoors, so I don't really have to worry about these. Never fly near aircraft. I guess that's true. You know, this doesn't really put out any kind of GPS signal, so I don't know why it would get in the way. But you know, it's a good safety precaution with all drones. And yeah, enjoy the responsibility, because they are a responsibility. And here it has some different examples, you know, like for example here it says be responsible for each flight. So that's like basically, and it has a little diagram, which is really cool. Legally responsible, the responsibility lies with you. Failure to fly responsibly could result in a criminal prosecution. That's true. Yeah, so you can have a read on that, and it'll, you know, give you an idea of the laws and stuff and what you're allowed to do and what you're not allowed to do. By the way, it comes with instructions, so they're inside the box right now just because you know, they're in English for mine. I know some people bought the Chinese version of this and theirs is in Chinese, you know, that's obviously if you buy the Chinese one. So yeah, this is the drone. It's just under 4 inches, so it's definitely a 3-inch drone, and it comes with prop guards, but they're like fixed into the body, so they're permanently there. And considering that most of us can use this indoors, I actually really love that. And the propellers do go above the guards, so if you hit the ceiling you might scuff up the propellers a bit. But what I love is when you hit something, so let's say right now if I'm flying and I hit something, if the propellers keep spinning, like if you can see that, they keep on spinning, which I love. So if you lightly hit the wall, like it's fine. Obviously if you hit it hard enough so the entire drone does this, then you might end up in a crash. As we can see, mine is black. And yes, so there's the battery underneath. It's 150 milliamps. With this battery you actually get like 5 minutes of flight time, which is amazing. If you're flying it in the low speed mode and you're flying it very smooth and carefully, I found you can get almost 8 minutes, 9 minutes with it. So it has got a very good flight time, especially for this size of quadcopter. The front ones, like the front propellers are yellow, the back are white. You honestly don't really notice them when you're flying. When you're flying, at least for me, I'm looking at where the wires are because they do stick out the back, or I'm looking at the LEDs. These have LEDs. I'm actually going to show you a pretty cool safety feature when I power it up and stuff. But first I want to show you guys the controller. So let's put that over there. The controller is that. I thought originally this was going to have a really small controller. This one is a black body with yellow buttons. There's a white version, and instead of like a black and gold, that one's like white and red, I believe. And yeah, so there's the on button there. It has a pretty cool red light. That's your speed change. I believe it's only got high and low. There's no medium. This is your flip button. I actually really like how it flips. It flips really smoothly. This is your throttle, so that makes the quad go up and down. It's a mode 2. That makes it go up and down. That's called the throttle. This is called the yaw, which makes the entire quad turn. So it turns like that. And then you have the other stick. This is your pitch, which makes it go forwards and backwards like this. And this is your roll, which makes it go to the side, like almost do a barrel roll to the left and to the right. Okay, and quadcopter flying is all about mixing all of those to do all kinds of cool tricks and stunts and everything. Yes, I'm a pincher. I know there's some people who thumb. Do what suits you. I honestly don't care. Also on it, it's got buttons. These 4 are on the right side. These 4 are your trim. They trim the pitch and the roll. And on the left side, these 2 control the trim for your that's roll. They control the trim for your yaw. The up and down ones do nothing. This OK button puts it into headless mode. Let me just check real quick. Yep, that's headless mode. I personally don't use headless mode, but if you want it, it's there. And this does what they call one keyword turn, which I guess kind of works. It hasn't got a GPS on it, so when it goes back to where you were, it just kind of keeps on going. So like, let's say you're here and you fly the drone to here and you want to bring it back, but you can't control it, or you can control it but you're too scared or something. Instead of coming back, when you press it, it'll come back, but then instead of coming back to here and then stopping, it'll just sort of keep going. So that's really for if you get it too far and you want to bring it back to get so you can see it again. That's kind of what that's like. But yeah, it requires 4 AA batteries. And yeah, now I'm going to power it up because this is almost 10 minutes. I think in total it's going to be like 11-12 minutes. I'm going to do the flight video next time, so you just plug that in. They flash. You turn that on. You go up and down with the throttle, right, and then they go still. Now what I love is, and now by the way you can turn it on. You know, the throttle is really sensitive, and I love that. Like if you're in a sticky situation where you're flying into something that you can get over, you just give it a little bit of throttle and it just goes right over it. If you crash and it goes upside down, first of all, they start strobing like crazy. Like if some of you might have a seizure just watching this, right? It will not power up, and I love that because you're less likely to damage a propeller. And also look how bright they are. Like my room right now is fairly light. I know it looks a little bit dark, but that's because of my camera. But like right now my room is fairly light, and like you can see the things from up there, you know. So I think that's awesome. Blue in the front, green in the back. That's actually how I tell which side is towards me and not. I tell from the lights and from where the wire is. So yeah, because this video is now coming up to 10 minutes long, that's how you turn it on and off. You just plug it in. Because it's coming up to 10 minutes long, I'm honestly gonna do this video explaining it, and the next video I'm gonna do 2 flights with it. one in low mode, like low speed mode, and one in high speed mode, because I haven't even tried the high speed yet, since I only fly it in my room, and my room's fairly small. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy that. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Oh yeah, wait. £20. This thing was £20. It was a gift from my girlfriend. She is amazing for that. I know you're watching, honey. Thank you so much. At the beginning, I didn't know if I was going to like it or not, because I learned how to fly a drone on one of these smaller quads. And it was good, but the controller was so bad. Like, it was so stiff. This is a fairly good balance. One thing I will ask, if the company's watching or if someone who makes drones is watching, is if the yaw springs or gimbals were just a tiny bit looser, not by much, because the drone itself isn't that sensitive. Like, it doesn't instantly, like, there's a dead space, like a dead area, if you get what I mean. Like, to make it do anything, you got to really push. So it would be nice if there was just a little bit less spring tension. But yeah, that's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it now. It's well worth it. If you ever see it, pick it up. I'm not sure how much the Chinese version goes for. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Peace out, guys.